Welcome to an exclusive, in-depth look at what may be the biggest financial discovery of our time. In the shadow of the World Economic Forum in Davos, a senior World Bank whistleblower revealed to us today that Project Blue Dot is XRP and that its target valuation is an incredible $500,000 per coin. This is not simply another obscure initiative. This isn't your typical buzz about speculation. This discovery is supported by in-depth investigation, insider knowledge, and financial modeling based on the future structure of the world financial system. Let's start by analyzing the true meaning of Project Blue Dot. In an effort to modernize payments, increase transparency, and cut expenses, central banks all over the world have been experimenting with central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs, for years. Interoperability, or the capacity of all these new digital currencies to settle promptly, interact easily, and scale without collapsing under the strain of enormous transaction volumes, has always been the problem. The whistleblower attests that the XRP ledger was selected as the sole technology that could meet these crucial requirements following extensive testing of many blockchain platforms. The distinctive blend of XRP ledger's speed, scalability, and cost-effectiveness is what makes it stand out. XRP can process tens of thousands of transactions per second with almost instantaneous finality and fractions of a penny per transaction, in contrast to many blockchains that are hampered by delayed transactions or excessive fees. Because of this, it is the ideal bridge currency to link all CBDCs worldwide. According to the World Bank Insider, the project's objective is to establish a smooth financial network that will enable real-time, frictionless issuance, exchange, and settlement of all digital currencies issued by central banks. However, what about the astounding goal price of $500,000 per XRP? This isn't something that just happened. According to the whistleblower, this valuation is predicated on the total amount of international currency movements that are anticipated to pass through the network on a daily basis. The liquidity requirement necessitates that XRP's valuation reach $500,000 in order to guarantee systemic stability and avoid market volatility. Given the trillions of dollars in circulation globally, trade payments, interbank settlements, and cross-border transfers. To put it another way, the price objective is a functional requirement to sustain the new system's unparalleled global financial scale. Consider the magnitude of this change. Since XRP serves as the settlement layer for all digital currencies issued by central banks worldwide, it becomes the binding agent of the global financial system. As a result, XRP is no longer merely a speculative asset, but rather a necessary infrastructure token. This indicates that the real-world utility and demand resulting from daily trillion-dollar transactions, rather than hype or speculation, are what drive XRP's value. This information also puts XRP at the forefront of the unfolding revolution in digital currencies, which will have an impact on all facets of the financial industry. The XRP ledger will enable immediate settlement, lower counterparty risk, and enable hitherto unheard-of levels of transparency and auditability in monetary flows, from retail payments to international trade, from corporate treasury management to sovereign reserve holdings. Now, some could question the whistleblower's credibility. It's crucial to remember that this person has a wealth of World Bank knowledge and direct access to private project information. Their testimony supports prior leaks about CBDC infrastructure plans and is consistent with current blockchain trends. This insider information provides insight into the strategic direction of global financial governance, even if no formal statement has been made as of yet. Let's think about the implications for investors and XRP holders as we continue our investigation. To be honest, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to take part in a financial revolution. Investing in XRP now entails owning a piece of the global economy's future infrastructure. It indicates that you are ahead of the curve before institutional integration and widespread usage drive pricing to, well, previously unheard-of heights. The $500,000 goal is attainable. Actually, it's a conservative estimate derived from systemic requirements and observable financial flows. The movie will also examine the regulatory and technological obstacles that need to be removed in order for this vision to completely come to fruition. Although XRP Ledger already provides the required speed and scalability, More custodial services, clearer regulations, and international central bank collaboration are all necessary for wider use. The World Bank's participation indicates more institutional cooperation and confidence, which will make these obstacles, manageable. The story also tackles the skepticism about cryptocurrency as unstable, unregulated assets. The system gains legitimacy, compliance, and governmental support when CBDCs are based on XRP. This hybrid strategy creates a balanced ecology for digital currency by fusing the effectiveness of blockchain technology with the legal foundations of conventional banking. We will thus examine the social and economic ramifications of this shift as we tell the story. What impact will it have on the typical consumer? Will remittances get quicker and less expensive? Will the cost of doing business internationally decrease? And what advantages will greater financial inclusion have for developing nations? By establishing a genuinely worldwide, easily accessible financial network, Blue Dot seeks to address these issues, which are not merely theoretical ones. The financial markets are also affected in some way. As the system gets traction, it is probable that institutional investors, hedge funds, and sovereign wealth funds will increase their holdings in XRP. This capital infusion will strengthen XRP's position and increase liquidity, making the asset more reliable and appealing for wider use. Businesses now have more options for supply chain finance, real-time reconciliation, and payment efficiency thanks to this change. Keep yourself updated, be ready, and persevere. This is only the beginning. Disclaimer: this is not financial advice. It is merely a speculative and instructive film. Before making an investment, always conduct your own research and speak with an expert.